Hi guys, binary options trading again and again. Here I am today with the simplest strategy because it appeared to be that maybe I am given, too heavy stuff sometimes. And I want all of you and beginners and experienced traders just to stick with the content that I'm doing. So let's proceed. It's gonna be easiest one and the most profitable one. So let's proceed to all that we are having. I am changing the amount of bet I'm gonna make, and this is not the currency pairs that I want to use. Here is gonna be 15 seconds. And what about the indicators that we're gonna have? MACD. I love it. It's so easily and usefully for all the trading that you can actually make. This is how our chart are gonna look. The chart is crazy. And yep, it's all visible now. And how do you think actually? Is it possible to know, and to learn by heart all the indicators that you are having? Because sometimes also, when I start planning strategies, I am looking at some traders and I'm looking for some tips and hints about all indicators and time frames, periods, and stuff like that. So today's strategy is quite simple, the simplest one: CCI, MACD. What could be more simpler than this combination? Let's proceed to the first bet and let's go. So we are here for our first bet, and what are we actually seeing here? We are looking at the CCI and it's showing us some falling, and we are looking at this green line on the MACD and it's below the orange line, so we are expecting that it's gonna be a downward movement. So let's wait. Actually, just like 30 seconds ago, it could be the loss, and this time, and can you see this green candle? We are not expecting for that. It's the orange candle and the first profit. And I just must say to you that these the simplest strategies are more useful for the easiest charts and easiest situations. And when it's the situation of super volatility market, this is not the strategy for that. So we are looking for quite simple cases. So what we are having here, even here without any indicators, we can actually understand that it's gonna be just a downward movement. And what about that? So CCI just looking down, and with the MACD, yes, this green line was just a time ago, was above the orange line, but you may see that they are trying to cross each other and it's just drastically falling. So let's wait. And what we are actually seeing, the green candle started to rise, and actually this is just why there was the crossing, and the moment of crossing usually means that's gonna be the changing of the movement, but this green line was anyway below the orange line, and this is why we made this bet and we get it as profit. And here again and again, I'm zooming up. Here's the orange candle, CCI just looking down, and why I am making this bet for a downward movement, because it actually, so the whole chart, and you may see, the estimated level that I made, and I am just predicting there's this green line with the orange line of MACD are gonna be closing to each other, and with the CCI just looking down, that it's enough to make a prediction that it's gonna be a downward movement, and you may see it already. And just like that. And why I made this, assumption, because if you look at the MACD, this is just what is happening to them and to that lines. And actually, just in the beginning of my bet, I was seeing that it's just trying to get closer and closer. And for us, it means in that case that this green line are gonna be below the orange line, and this is a downward movement estimated. So what we are having here, CCI just looking down, MACD lines trying to cross each other, and this green line are trying to be just above the orange line. So we are actually expecting the rising, and let's check with all the 3 bets that we made. So it is just perfectly working right here, right now. The lines just crossed, the green line just above the orange line, and CCI, we're just looking down. It may now be some tendency for getting downward, but we are done. The time frame was perfect, the bet was perfect, and we got it as a profit and already have like a $6,000 on this account. So here, even without indicators, it actually, we may see that the chart was at the peak and we just hit this support resistance line. So we are expecting it's going to be the falling, and the key thing here just to be correct about the time. But I am playing here, like standardly with the 1 minute. So I made my bet and let's wait how it's going to be. And plus CCI, MACD, all showing that it's going to be a downward movement. We are here. And just what we were expecting, there's kind of drastic fall, and this MACD lines, it seems like not gonna cross any soon. And don't forget also about these candles of MACD. You may actually see that this is, these candles just repeating, this distance between all these 2 lines. So we made it, and that's the profit that we are having here. And this is like $11,000 on a bank account with this simplest strategy. I don't know what to add more about that, because this is quite simple to get your profit. So it's done what it's done, and I quite like that. And it was simple, quite clear, predictable, and working. This is what we are expecting from the strategies. If you want to get some more, please contact me in Telegram and join my group with the free signals. I'm trying to give it on a daily basis, the most effective one, the most profitable one. So let's stay tuned and get for some more.